Hi folks, welcome into the channel. Juan here from Physical Media EU. Today we're gonna do another 4K review. Hello again and thanks for tuning in for another review. In this case, this mammoth release of Possession. But before we start, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, if you're interested in physical media, especially Blu-ray reviews. You can also find me on Instagram, which has the same handle, Physical Media EU, where I post little photos of all the items that I review. Now yes, we can begin by taking a look at this release of Possession, front and back, and look at the size of this. It weighs like, I don't know, like a kilo. I don't know, it's just like such a amazing release, such an amazing job they did here. So let's take a look at the inside. Here we find some artworks, here we find some art cards, the script, well, also the J card here, the digipack with the movies, and also this book. So let's take a look at each of these. So let's begin by taking a look at the art cards that look super nice. I think they are just white on the back, so that's why I'm only showing this side. So very nice that these are included also in the release. Now let's take a quick look at the J card. Here you can see in detail all the contents of the release. You are welcome to pause the video if you want to read this more in detail, but let's move on to the next thing, which is the shooting script. See, it's also massive. In this case, it's soft covers. It has this short presentation. This is the morphing script of Possession. It's not very long, it's only 2 pages, and then already starts with the script. So let's browse it a little bit so you can see kind of how it is. There you can see it has annotations and so on. So it's definitely very nice that this is included in the release. This one is not one that I will particularly read myself, but I always appreciate the effort and the amount of time that these boutique labels invest in these releases, with all the research that it takes, and interviews, documentations. Such a amazing job they do. Now let's move on to the digipack. Here you can see opened, and then here are the Blu-rays. Here is the 4K disc, then the Blu-ray with the movie and the bonus features, and also a second Blu-ray disc with the North American. These Blu-rays, by the way, are region B locked. Lastly, we find the book, which is 220 pages. It's super nice hardcover, as you can see. Let's take a look at the contents. It's actually these 2 pages. Maybe you can see there better. And there. So also let's browse it a little bit. And if you have watched the movie, you might recognize some of these sketches. Some others I probably cannot show on YouTube that easily. Then also some photos on both sides. Also some original material here from back in the day. Also there. So yeah, very nice. The amount of work they have put here, it's really incredible. And if you follow my channel, maybe you have seen that 2 or 3 months ago, maybe, I already did a 4K review of Possession, just a different release. In that case, it was a French one. You can find the link to that review here in the corner. And the transfer on this release is the same, so not a lot to add, but just for you to know, the movie looks pretty good in 4K. Mostly the color grading and the sharpness of the image has been improved, but it's nowhere reference quality is not gonna blow your mind. It's just very nice restoration. And also at the end of that video, because that French release is a standard release, there's nothing much really to review there. I mentioned that at that point the best release you could get was this one you can see up here by Umbrella Entertainment, which is from Australia, so that makes it a little harder to find those releases, especially those deluxe releases, because those are exclusive to their own website. So you have to ship it from Australia, and you know, it gets expensive. It can get a little complicated. But luckily, Second Sight Film came to save us all and made this amazing release even better than the one from Umbrella, in my opinion. So unless you're in Australia, I update my recommendation to this version. And I want to highlight what an amazing year it has been for Second Sight Film. They already made some amazing releases this year. For example, we have When Evil Lurks, Pusher, The Florida Project, all three I have reviewed in the channel before. And probably my favorite of those is The Florida Project. And even though this is not my favorite movie in the group, I have to recognize that is the most complete release. Now I would love to hear in the comments if you have watched this movie, what do you think of it, and if you're planning to get any of these releases for your collection. Remember to check out on Instagram for little photos of the release, and if you like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and see you all at Okie Dogs.